Hey, what's up guys? Jimmy V here, mortgage originator specializing in VA loans. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to explain how the VA funding fee works so that way you can properly budget when it comes to utilizing your VA home loan benefit. So if you found that this information was of value and I earned it, would you consider showing your love by clicking like on this video? Also, drop a comment down below with your question and I will personally answer it. And lastly, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps us to educate more veterans and active duty military with all of their VA home loan financing needs. All right, so let's talk here. The VA funding fee. What is it? How does it work? And how can you, as the veteran, be prepared to pay this cost when it comes time to close on your loan and utilize your VA home loan benefit? All right, so let me slow down for a second here and let me just basically explain what the VA funding fee is and how does it work. Simply stated, I want all of us to remember that we as veterans are getting a VA backed loan. Why do I say that? Because VA does not lend the money. The mortgage originator is making you, the veteran, the loan, and the lender is actually lending you, the veteran, the money. So why do I share that with you? Well, because all the VA does, veterans and active duty service members, is simply this. They guarantee the loan by 25% in the event of default. And let's just say, for example, all of you veterans, right, are getting a VA backed loan from me. I'm gonna pretend like I'm the VA. I look on the horizon and I go, holy smokes, that is a lot of veterans that I have to guarantee their loan by 25%. So what does the VA do? Well, they have to charge us as veterans to use the money. In other words, they have to charge money to cover the expense or risk associated with the loan. So how does this impact you and I as veterans? Well, we have to pay to the VA, the Department of Veterans Affairs, a percentage of the loan amount when we go to utilize the VA home loan financing in the future. So now I'm going to share with you the cost associated of the VA funding fee. Simply stated, for a first-time usage, the VA funding fee is 2.15% of the loan amount. So do some basic math here with me. $400,000 loan, you're looking at paying nearly $8,000, right? 9 times out of 10, that $8,000 will be rolled into your loan. The veteran does have the option, however, to pay that VA funding fee out of pocket if they choose to do so, and they can always negotiate with the seller too and ask them to credit some money back at closing to help you cover those costs associated with it. Okay, so now I'm gonna press pause on that for just a second and I wanna go back to this idea of you guys being the veterans getting the VA loan or getting a VA guaranteed loan from Jimmy V. I'm pretending once again that I'm the VA. You guys look at it, right? You go, Jimmy, I'm getting 100% no money down loan. That covers the risk associated with the loan, but would it be less risky if I put some money down? And my answer as the VA is I say, yeah, it would. Why? Because now you've got some skin in the game. So you as the veteran say, well, Jimmy, what would happen if I put down, let's just say 5%? Well, I at the VA think about it and I go, you know what? I'll reduce your VA funding fee for you. You would do that, Jimmy? Yeah, I'll do that for you, veteran. But by doing that, putting down as little as 5%, you're actually able to reduce your VA funding fee down to 1.5%, saving you money from the first time usage. Now, you might look at me and say, well, that's great, Jimmy. What happens if I put down more money? And I think about it for a second. I say, you know what? If you put down 10%, I'll take your VA funding fee all the way down to 1.25%. You can begin to see how putting money down on a VA loan, while it's not mandatory, can actually save you thousands of dollars in additional expenses when you go to utilize your VA loan. The other thing that I want you to know, if you're using your VA loan for the 2nd, 4th, 5th, 10th time, right, the VA is going to charge us as veterans even more money to utilize this loan. 3.3% of the loan amount. So using that $400,000 example, roughly $12,000 would be rolled into our loan, which translates to somewhere in the neighborhood of $60 to $65 a month. But keep this in mind, right? The VA loan has no what's referred to as private mortgage insurance, PMI, allowing you to save more money in the form of monthly interest and payment on the loan moving forward. Good to go? But the same rules apply for down payments on subsequent usage. Put down 5%, VA is going to reward you. Reduce that VA funding fee to 1.5%. 10% down, bring it all the way down to 1.25. I'm throwing a lot of percentages at you, but I think you guys are following along. Good to go? Oh, the last thing that I want you to remember. If you are a service-connected veteran and you have a VA disability rating of as little as 10%, guess what? That VA funding fee is waived for life. You never have to pay it again, allowing you to literally save tens of thousands of dollars in future fees and expenses on a VA home loan. Good to go? My name is Jimmy Vercellino. Remember, if you have questions, drop your comment down below. If you found that this information was of value, consider showing your love, clicking like on the video, and subscribing to the channel. I'll see you at the top. Jimmy V here, signing off.